If you've ever wondered how to ride and set up a large maze, this video is for you. So this large maze here is made by using a C shape of poles. So one end of the poles each has a pole coming off it into the centre, and then an E shape, so a large capital letter E interlocking that C shape. So it creates a nice overlapping section of poles through the middle, which is perfect for your trot work once your horse is warmed up. Here we are going through the maze from the left-hand side. So you can enter the maze from either end, and it makes the squiggles around the maze in the opposite direction. So here we're testing our bend and our coordination. We want to make sure the hind limbs stay engaged and stay under the horse's body as they're turning. And then we'll come through it the other way as well. So you always make sure to exit and enter the maze from different angles. So here we're starting with a right turn, so we have a little bit of flexion, a little bit of bend, slow the speed, and still keep them hind legs moving and engaged, then we don't hit any of the poles coming round. And it can be quite tight, so you might want to just try a C shape with a pole in the centre just to start and get your horse used to this, because most horses are actually used to going over poles and aiming for them rather than trying to avoid them a little bit more. Always make sure to exit the maze and give your horse a bit of a stretch and a pat if they're not used to it. It can be quite mentally taxing for them. You can see here from this angle how tight the maze actually is from above. So you're having to really pivot, and then you don't have a lot of time before you have to then change your bend and direction the opposite way. As mentioned, you can use the middle part for trot poles. I lacked a bit of impulsion there and struggled to get over that. Simon's a bit better. Or you can come from different angles in the maze and use them as channels and just general ground poles. If you're brave enough, you can have a canter and come over the end of the C shape, which is perfect canter striding. And then obviously at the end, give our horse a big pat and a well done.